Hi everyone, and welcome to Almost Cancelled, the TV podcast here on the Meld Fuzz Podcast Network. I'm Peter Bradley, and joining me as always is Connor Ryan.
Hey guys.
We talk about TV shows. And this week's no exception, because we talked about Brain Dead, which is a new show from CBS. So we reviewed episode 1 of that. We also reviewed Preacher, Outcast, Winona Earp, and Matt comes in to join Connor for Game of Thrones. So that's this week on Almost Cancelled. If you're on the audio version, that of course will be at the end of the show. There'll be timestamps to skip ahead. If you're on YouTube, just click on the more information box in the corner and get the playlist for Almost Cancelled, and they're all there, nice and easy. Click on whatever one you want. So that's Almost Cancelled for the week, but we do have news to cover first. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about what happened this week. And there's a few interesting things here or there. First up, Orphan Black has been renewed for a 5th and final season. So they've announced an end date. This is where it's finishing.
It's
given,
good.
Yeah, given how serialised that show is, I've seen season 1 and a little bit of season 2. This sounds like a very good idea for it.
I've watched none of it, but I like it when shows get a defined ending and it's not too long, but it's not too short. 5 seasons is perfectly respectable.
It makes you more interested in watching it after the fact as well, if you know it's like a full thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know it wasn't cancelled before its time, you know it had its planned ending and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Or alternatively, there's the supernatural method where you have a planned ending and then the show goes on for another 6 years afterwards, at least.
Yeah. Sure. Do that too.
So that's that. Next up, we spoke last week about Dimension 404, which is the sci-fi anthology series coming from Hulu. They've added a couple more cast members to it this week. Joel McHale from Community is going to be in an episode, as is Sarah Hyland from Modern Family. She's the eldest daughter on that show.
Fair enough. Reasonable names.
Yeah, there was already a couple from last week as well. They've got like a mix of like recognisable TV faces coming in. But
Yeah.
it's interesting to see if any of them get really different roles out of it.
I think it's good because obviously it's just a 1 episode commitment. It's easier to get hold of a lot of people.
I mean, theoretically, you could even get really big names if you wanted to, because it's just,
What's your budget essentially?
yeah, that's all it is. But I mean, it's much cheaper to get someone for 1 episode than it is to.
Yeah.
So, and shooting even a 1 hour episode of TV is only a few weeks compared to months of a movie or months and months of a TV show. So
it's easy to schedule in.
yeah. Now, next up is the most exciting TV news of the week for me.
The way you said "for me" there makes me feel like I'm not going to give a shit about this.
No, you're not going to care about this. But Curb Your Enthusiasm is coming back for a 9th season on HBO. Larry David's back, bitches.
Yeah, I saw this on my newsfeed and just scrolled past it. I didn't even open the article. I thought, I don't care enough.
I don't care. I'm happy. I'm delighted. I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. Season 5 was a bit weak, but otherwise it's been fantastically consistent throughout its 8 seasons. And the fact that he takes time off between seasons, like it's not like one season per year anymore. It's been like 3-4 years now since season 8. It's like, oh, he's went away, he's recharged, come back with lots of new ideas, lots of new material. I'm excited. This is great. So I don't know when we're going to get this. It'll probably be late 2017, I imagine, at the earliest. But it's nice to know, all the same. Good stuff. Next up, another bit of quick casting news. Scream Queens Season 2 has added John Stamos to the cast. And I only know him because he was on Grandfathered at the start of last season,
Yeah.
which we tried the pilot for.
Yeah.
But he was fine though. The show was shit, but he was okay. There's nothing wrong with him. So,
Yeah, that show. The actors were not the problem of that show.
no, I could see him being a part. Adding to this
Sure.
cast.
Yeah.
Especially since we killed off half the cast last season. We need some
Yeah, it's probably going to die at some point anyway.
reinforcements. And speaking of casting, this is probably the biggest bit of casting of the week, is that Supergirl has cast its Superman for season 2. I don't think this will be a long role. I can see this being like a in the season premiere or whatever, and then something's going to happen that puts Supergirl in a cast into the Flash universe, and then we won't see him again. I could be wrong, but
Possibly.
I have that feeling. But they've cast Tyler Hoechlin, or Hoechlin, I'm not sure how you pronounce that name, as Superman. I don't really know him from anything. He was in stuff. He was in Road to Perdition, that's what it was, and a couple of other small roles, but he's not a huge name. The only notable thing that I would say about this is that, given the show, he should be about 20 years older than Kara, and the actor is 1 year older than Melissa Benoist.
Yeah, it's weird, but I'm not really that bothered. If he just plays him with a bit of maturity and gravitas, sure, why not?
Yeah, here's the problem though. If we see Lois, because Lois is meant to be a similar age to him, right? So if he's meant to be in his 40s, and then she's meant to be in her 40s, but she's actually like 29.
See, you say that, but I always get the impression that Lois is just a few years older than Lucy.
What, so Superman is just dating someone who's like 15 years younger than him?
Sure.
See, I don't buy that either though, because I feel like in every
I'm just
Clark and Lois story when they first meet, I always feel like Lois is the older one. Always.
maybe, but see, I know what you mean. But in just as a sibling gap, like that sort of age gap is pretty big for siblings. I mean,
Well, yeah, well, I think Lucy's age in itself has always been a kind of a problem anyway, but
fair enough.
this just messes with things a bit more.
Yeah,
It's
what?
not.
I don't really care.
I don't really care either, but I think it's worth knowing. I think it's worth pointing out and getting past it than just ignoring it.
As long as they don't draw attention to it, it'll be fine.
Because he was meant to be Superman when she landed there at 13 already.
Yeah, maybe Kryptonians just hit a point where they age slower until it comes to Kara, and then it doesn't count.
Alright, next up, we have a lot of scheduling then to wrap up the news this week. So here you're getting, first of all, we've got dates for 3 networks for all the premieres. And so let's start with Fox. So for the shows that we are particularly caring about, Scream Queen Season 2 starts on Tuesday, September 20th, so that's staying on its Tuesday. That's cool. We'll be trying the pilot for Lethal Weapon, which is on Wednesday the 21st of September. I know. We'll also be trying the pilot for Pitch, which is on Thursday the 22nd of September. That week is going to be busy. And then Friday the 23rd of September, The Exorcist starts, which will also...
Christ, it's on a Friday night slot.
Yeah, so we'll be trying a pilot for that too.
Oh, they're really putting that out to die, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, my cats are fighting in the other room. I can just hear them, and it's distracting me.
Well, this is what happens when you own cats. You foolish bastard.
Cats are great. Shut up. Right, so that's that, and then they've got their usual slate of comedies and animated stuff on the Sunday night. So that's Fox. Only a couple of new shows there actually.
Is Fox the one that had the? I can't remember who had it. It was the hybrid animated thing. It was like the He-Man sort of knockoff guy.
I think that's Fox. Yes. Yeah, that's on the Sunday block with all the other animated comedies.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I was interested in trying that one.
Yeah, Son of Zorn, I believe is the
That's
one.
the one. Yeah.
You're referring to. NBC next. We've got their premiere dates and schedule. Their stuff kicks off in. Yeah, they've got one that's early. For some reason, Blind Spot's back like a week before everything else on the 14th. But hey ho. In terms of new stuff that we care about, we've got The Good Place on Monday the 19th of September, which is the Christian Bale, Ted Danson in Heaven dramedy, I'll call it. Because it's an hour long, it's not a half-hour comedy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was. I got the impression it was a 20-minute.
No, it's meatier than that.
Okay, that's a pleasant surprise.
It says here quite clearly 10 till 11. Yeah.
Oh no, I believe you. I'm just saying from the trailers and what I'd seen before, I had assumed it was like a 20-minute sitcom.
Yeah. Although, wait a minute, actually. That may just be the first episode, because the second episode's only got a half-hour slot.
Okay, maybe they're doubling up the first one.
Yeah, it would seem that. Yeah, that would seem to make sense.
sense.
And that's on a different day as well. That's on a Thursday, so I wonder if it's moving to Thursdays after the first episode. Because it says in brackets for the Thursday one, time period premiere.
Yeah, I assume it'll move to the Thursdays. Not
Yes.
sure why they're doing that. That seems it's a weird move. It's like you're trying to throw your audience off.
Yeah,
Like
and they're
it's
not
like
the they're not the only network doing this either as well. In fact, it's not even the only show in this that I think
I
is
think it's
doing
a
that
bad move. You want your audience to come back. You don't
because
want them to come back the following week and it not be there, surely.
because Blind Spot's moving to a Wednesday. No, it's still on a Wednesday. Wait, oh, it's a new time slot. Still a Wednesday, but it's a new time slot. So it's on at 10 to 11 on September the 14th, but in September the 21st, when it comes for its second episode, it's on at 8 till 9. That just seems like you're making things confusing for no reason.
That's weird.
Silly. So I think a good place might be on a Thursday then from that point on. But its premiere, although even the premiere, it says in brackets preview, so I'm guessing it's like special Monday night, get your first two. I don't know.
It's probably on the Thursday as well that week, now and then.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if they're repeating it on Thursday, but they can't be because it's only half the length. So it kind of has to be the new episode.
Oh god damn it! Now I'm confused.
Yeah. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But yeah, as for other stuff, we got This Is Us, which is going to be on Tuesday, September 20th, and that appears to be staying on the Tuesday.
Oh good.
So that's nice. And then we also have on a few weeks later, Monday, October 3rd, we have Timeless premiering. So
That week of the 19th, the Monday. Oh, that's going to be a busy week.
yeah, that is, because that's two networks now that have
Yeah.
done that. And then the last network we've got up to here, we've got the CW, which has a few things. Obviously, it has all the superhero stuff, so I'll cover that first before we get to the new stuff. Flash is back October 4th, which is still Tuesday, and Arrow's back October 5th, which of course is the Wednesday. Interestingly, Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow don't start till the following week. But then Supergirl's on Monday, October 10th, and Legends of Tomorrow is on the 13th of October, which is the Thursday, of course.
Do they have all have the same amount of episodes now?
I don't know about Legends, but Supergirl does have 22, which I think is one less than Flash and Arrow, so maybe that
Yeah, they're
explains the week.
23. Yeah.
Legends, though, we have no idea. Although I could see that being a full 22 as well.
Alright.
So maybe that's why it's starting a bit late. But Frequency is going to be debuting on Wednesday, October 5th after Arrow. No Tomorrow's debuting on Tuesday, October 4th after Flash. I did them the wrong way around. Just deal with it, people. They are repeating No Tomorrow the following Monday night, but it's just a repeat, I think.
But the main episode's still on the Tuesday?
I
Wednesday?
believe
Whichever
so.
one that was.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I guess that just means whatever's going to be on after Supergirl's not ready yet, so they're just putting a repeat of that in for people to
Yeah.
possibly catch up. Yeah. Okay, this wording's confused me now.
Well, what's it say? Read it
so,
out.
So Monday, October 10th, we've got Supergirl, and in brackets, the CW premiere, right? Makes sense.
Sure.
Monday, 17th of October, it says Supergirl, then in brackets, original episode.
I think they're just making it clear. Oh, hang on. See, CW Premiere now makes it sound like it's just a repeat of an older one.
Yeah, it makes it sound like it's showing the pilot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas original episode, I don't get it. Is there some? There's a big block of text at the top. Let me see if it actually gives me a description here and explains things.
Oh, good. You've got a block of text to scroll through.
No, it really doesn't. Actually, it brisks through a lot of that, so I really don't know what those phrases in the brackets mean.
See, when I read it, because I did see this, I assumed original episode just they were making it clear it's not a repeat, but they didn't do that with any other of the shows. So
No, everything else doesn't have like show up again,
yeah,
unless they're only putting it. Oh wait, here's why that's there. I don't know why it says original episode. That's confusing. But I think the reason why that's there again is because it's showing that Jane the Virgin starts that night. Because remember how I said the week before it's repeating No Tomorrow?
right, okay.
That's why that that day's got stuff there, but they've put in Supergirl again, and they've put original episode
That's really confusing.
to confuse us. Yeah, so I don't think it actually means anything.
Right, they're just being bastards. Got it.
Right. Okay. So at the end of that news segment was an absolute shambles because we were trying to decipher what the fuck any of this meant. But that's the news.
They should put it out clearer, and then we wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah, that's your schedules. We've still got CBS and ABC to divulge. I'm sure we'll have them for next week if these have all propped up this week. So, but yeah, that's this week's TV news. So here's this week's TV reviews. Again, if you're on the audio version, these are just about to start. Use timestamps if you want to skip some of them. And if you're on YouTube, just click in the playlist. You can get that in the corner in the more information box, or just in the channel front page, and click on the ones you want to watch. So there you go. That's this week's TV reviews.